two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the tackle, Jack Sitchie.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Mike 56. 56. You can't block me. You can't block me. You gonna take.
Second down, Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. L.J. Collier. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taking it about the 36. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check, 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check, 59. I got you. Look left. Motion. Got it. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and some room to run now. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. Don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Carson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And he may want to track down that football. Option number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 78 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the 1st quarter play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. From the 41, Wilson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 40.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now it's Carson. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Further. Got it. Like that.
Now it's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd and short.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check. 59.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man, it's Vanette. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 14.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
What? 380. 56 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
40. 56. Mike's 56.
Don't get nervous.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks. Nick Vanette, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now Haskins to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, 0-0. Max 50.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get
Alert.
He don't want it.
Here we go. 50. Come on, baby.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see that. His caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. It's his horoscope ball.